There are many abandoned bridges all across America. This one has a rather unique story. Just minutes from downtown Conroe, Texas lies this old forgotten bridge next to Jan Jacinto River. This bridge has some rather interesting lore under it. Not exactly sure when the bridge was built, but according to previous articles, Clyde Barrow had a cousin named Ellis Dude Barrow who lived his whole life in Conroe, Texas. Ellis would meet up with Clyde under the San Jacinto River Bridge on FM 2854. The reason Clyde would meet Ellis under the bridge is to avoid drawing attention from his other family members in the area. So Ellis walked down to the old bridge to chat with Clyde about whatever it is they had to talk about. This is also the spot where Clyde set up camp for him, Bonnie, and whoever else was with him at that time. I'm trying to picture which side Bonnie and Clyde would camp on. I would say this side, but there's also the other side over there where it's all overgrown and whatnot. But I think that it's got to be this side right here. Times has pretty much changed in the past, I don't know, what, 100 years or so? So there's no telling which way this river would have gone. Could have been gone this way, maybe it could have shifted that way, maybe it could have shifted the other way. You just never know. Still interesting to say that we're in the spot where they were somewhere camping at, I should say. Bonnie and Clyde, huh? I found a news article from the 1970s that Ellis claimed to have visited his cousin Clyde Barrow a total of 8 to 10 times under the bridge. And you might be wondering, for what reason? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Hundreds of people are passing by this old dilapidated bridge every day, probably have no idea the history under it. Or maybe a few locals do and just keep it a secret. That's one thing I like to find out about local areas or just areas you live close by. You never know what the history you're going to dig up in your own backyard. This piece of American history is slowly slipping away as nature and time takes over. How much longer will it be there? What can we do to save it? What is the next step? There are a group of historians trying to save the bridge, which will cost them a total of $300,000 to restore it. But the historians ran into a problem with the city of Conroe. The city wants to take it down and remove it, as it's an eyesore and lawsuit just waiting to happen. So here's a pathway. It looks like it goes to the other side, or you can probably get down. Yeah. So it just keeps wrapping all the way around there. And it looks like you can go down that way too to get a shot of the bridge. So apparently Montgomery County or historians of Montgomery County want to preserve this bridge, and there's another part of the city of Montgomery that wants to tear it down because it's just an eyesore for most parts. The bridge is old and it has no use anymore because they obviously built a newer bridge that you're hearing a car go by. And what you gonna do with that one? I personally think that they should probably remove it and put it like, I wouldn't say a museum, but somewhere where people can come see it. That way they're not trekking through all this brush that I'm trying to get to come see it. Or maybe just come clean it up and do something that you can to preserve it. But leave me your thoughts below what you think the county should do. All right, let's get back through all this brush so we can get to where we need to be. That is amazing. One interesting landmark in Americans' history. Let's hope that they preserve it, because I think more people need to see this and don't erase history like people are doing nowadays. Hope you can hear me well, but you never know how things go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of this landmark behind me, and of course the history and what historians should do to this bridge. Like I said, I think they should preserve it in some way because a lot of people are erasing American history. So just give me your thoughts, what you thought about this place and the video. If you want to see more videos like this, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share with others. Get my name out there so we can get this going. If you need to get in contact with me, my links are in the video description down below. And as always, I will see everyone in the next video.
You make me all blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.